Hello. Welcome back to Student Budgets. So in today's video, it's just going to be a really short, quick video for my week. What week is it? It is my week one check-in. So we're going to go from Monday the 1st of September, which is, I think that's something that's so nice about September, is the fact it's a Monday to a Sunday. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit of cash stuffing at the end with how much money I've got left. And then we're going to have a really nice video. So let me get straight into that. Okay, so I've got my pen, I've got my stickers, and we're going to go straight into the budget and book. So this is from the lovely Abundant Budgets. You can get that on her Etsy store. I'm filming this after work, so on the Sunday evening. So a little thank you would be nice, you know. I'm absolutely knackered after the day I've had. I had to get the train this morning at like 7:50 to get to work. Couldn't get on my original train because of the Great North Run, so got to work thankfully on time, but it's been a long day. So I've just been enjoying Ira's Patreon video and I'm having a nice chill evening to myself, though one of my friends is coming back to the house for a little bit, so I'm trying to film this before they get here and wash everything up and go for a shower because I'm really tired and could do with it. So on the Monday we had a no spend day, and that also continued on the Tuesday. The reason that was is very simple. I was still recovering from my illness. I'm much better now. I don't know what it was. I'm going to guess it was some sort of flu. That's what I'm going to guess. But who knows what it was. Anyways, on the Wednesday, I did have a little bit of a spend. So I've started swimming. So wasn't planning it at all in the slightest. I started going back to the gym. And our gym overlooks onto the pool, and I was watching it and I was thinking, oh, I haven't done that in years. I'd love to get back into it. So I spent some money on it. So I spent, first of all, because I needed, obviously starting from scratch, I needed all the bits. So I spent £16.50 from Next, and that was for my swimming trunks. It was £22, but I get 25% off with my staff discount. So that's when it comes in useful, when it's like that. And I also spent £21 on some goggles. I went to a sports shop in Durham, just a really small independent business. Man was absolutely fantastic. You know, he knew everything all about all the sports gear, knew exactly what was best fit, what for what purpose and whatnot, and he even gave us a 10% discount. So that was really grateful for him for that. So really nice. I went swimming. I think I went swimming on the Wednesday, or was it the Thursday? It was one or the other. Because I went to the gym, I think, on the Tuesday. Or did I? No, I basically did a lot of walking on the Tuesday to try and build myself back up. Went into town on the Wednesday to get a couple of bits, to get there basically, and then went swimming on the Thursday. And when I say it felt, in a weird way, it felt like I hadn't done it. I haven't done it for nearly a decade because I had no body confidence to go into a pool with just shorts on. But I kind of just thought, F it, you know, just go for it. And it was quite nice. It took a little bit of time to get into it. And you do have that self-awareness. I feel like when you're doing it, you're a bit like, oh my God, everyone's watching. And then you get in it when you go, no one's watching. You know, obviously the pool people are watching. But like I was watching people yesterday on the Saturday when I went to the gym in the pool and thinking, I can swim better than them. So I think that kind of gives you confidence. You kind of like, oh, well, if they're swimming like that, I can swim fine. I've watched quite a few swimming tutorials just to get back into it, you know, how to breathe better, because that's one thing I did struggle with, especially doing front I can't remember what they're called, like front stroke, I think it is. I was a bit weak at that, but backstroke, I was like, I've done this before, I remember it. Anyways, on the Friday I had work and I had a little bit of time after work, so I did spend a little bit of money. I first of all spent £15.50 from self-care. Not my self-care in my binder, no, £15, sorry, it was. And I basically got, I don't know if I've got it on us, I don't have it on us at the moment, but if you've watched Ira's lives, he's been talking about the Sweet Pumpkin hand cream from the Body Shop, and I just got some, and I must say it is gorgeous. And I got a shower gel as well because I thought I'm going to treat myself to a little bit of that. I did actually spend £15.50 though from my binder, and that was to pay for my haircut. So I've booked my haircut for the 15th, which thankfully I can go to because I booked it before my shifts came out, and I'm working quite a lot this week, but I have Monday off, so I was like, that's fine. 9 a.m. in the morning, nice and early, gets it out of the way. On the Saturday, I also had a bit of a spend. So Saturday I had off and I wasn't originally going to spend anything, but I did spend a couple of bits. So first of all, I spent £3.99 from my spending money from. So basically, because I didn't have much time to get to the bank last week, because when I would have was when I was ill, and then I was going to the gym a lot and trying to get back into my exercise. I just kept my spending money going to the Saturday. So I spent £3.99. £1 of that I just found in the gym locker. And I was like, hey, not much complaining. So I got a lottery ticket. I didn't win, but I thought you got to be in it to win it. Typically enough, if I'd played the night before, I would have won. So I was like, oh, for God's sake, typical. I also spent money from household. So first of all, I spent £2.14 because I got a discount for student, like a student discount from that. Because I wanted a feather duster. Because if you've known me for a while, my hands have always been a bit of an issue and they've crept back up again. So I was trying to figure out what it was. And I did some research, I think on Friday night or Thursday night. And it potentially said maybe it's dust mites I'm allergic to. And they're basically just like, if for example, like you don't dust often, which I do, I dust, and I did a massive cleaning day on one of these days. And I noticed that as soon as I bought that duster and I went around, I've cleaned everything, it went down. And obviously I've just been applying moisturiser, so it's just a bit dry. So I'm thinking it could be that, because I was trying to figure, I have literally stopped using products at times to see if it was that. That doesn't seem to be the problem. So I figured out roughly what it was. I did spend a little bit of money on groceries. I literally spent 85 pence. Oh, hang on, I didn't put my groceries here. Sorry, just realised that. Sorry, no, spending was 85p on that for some milk, because I just took from spending, and groceries here was a fiver. And then what else did I have? Yes, so this is a big spend. This spend it's not unbudgeted. It's coming from a fund in my savings. So basically, I'm going to a concert which I booked months ago, at the end of October, over a weekend, and I've been humming and hawing about whether just get the train back after Durham, because it's just in Newcastle, or whether to stay over. And when I finally decided, because this week I have been doing my research for every little thing I keep putting off, like I've changed GPs and whatnot, because I've kept saying I'm going to do it for a year and I haven't. So I've finally done it. I was like, let me have a look to actually see, can I get back and what time would I have to book my train? And when I looked, I cannot get back. So I was thinking, well, in that case, that is just an excuse for me to have a nice weekend to myself. Obviously, I might be at work. I've tried to book the time off, so I'm going to pray to the gods that I can get it off, but I'm just going to have to hope for the best. If not, I'll just offer my shift if anyone wants it, because I feel like someone would want it for the hours that it would be. Or I'd finish early, like I'd just finish at 6 o'clock and then go to my hotel and go to my concert at like 7. So I'll just see. But I thought, if I can get it off, either way, the hotel I'm going to book anyways. So I thought, might as well. So that costed 95, and actually that's really good, because I've been looking at hotel prices for whereabouts, because I want it literally next door to the concert venue, because I don't feel confident walking through Newcastle in the middle of October on like a night time on a Saturday. So I wanted it quite close, and most of the prices for hotels were like £200. I didn't want to pay that. I wanted to pay ideally 100 or less. So when I seen that offer on the hotel website, I thought, yeah, I'm just going to book it now and get it out of the way. And then on the Sunday, we had I've had a little bit of a spend. So I mentioned about how it was Great North Run Day and how it took me a while to get to work. So I went to work super early this morning. I didn't start till 10:30, but it was the only train I could get. So I decided this morning I would treat myself, since I was doing quite a long shift, and get myself a breakfast out. So I went to Spoons. I had a cheeky Spoons. I had an Eggs Benedict, and it was really, really nice actually. So I spent £9.62 there, and it was really nice. The Hollandale sauce, I will say, after a bit did feel a bit sickly, I thought, but overall it was really tasty. And I did also spend, and this come from my spending money, 90 pence. I had to spend it on my card because we don't have, because it was for a vending machine, and obviously vending machines don't really accept cash, or at least most of the modern ones don't, which is really annoying. I wish they did. But yeah, so that's that. I just bought myself a Coke to go with my lunch, because when you've worked for like 4 hours or something, you just fancy it, don't you? So that's me all done in there. In case you're wondering, I also keep this here because I like to remind myself of my goals. So I keep it on my table and it helps us remind myself of my goals. So let's have a look in here. So this is my spending for the week. And in this week, we've got 1, 2, 3, 320, 330, 340, 346, 347. A little bit of that is from groceries as well, because I had money left from August and it was like 30 pence, and I just thought I might as well just take it out. So I'm going to pop it in there. I have got an Ira mystery box on its way. I know that. And when I was watching his live the other day, he's put in a penny challenge. So we're going to begin using that when it arrives. So I will cross off whatever amount that was I've just said. I'll rewatch the video and just know what I need to put in. But yeah, so I'll pop that in there. So that just moves out the way now. That's at like £70 now, which is really good for my penny challenge, because that'll get added into what I've already got. So that'll be around about £300, I think, my penny challenge altogether. For a year and a half of just loose change, that's really good. But anyways, that's the end of today's video. So I really hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a chatty one, actually. I'm looking at how long I've been filming for, and I'm thinking I'm filming a bit longer than usual. I've always been doing it on the table, so hopefully it's okay. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video on Saturday for my budget and the cash stuff before. There's a cash stuff up on Thursday this week. I don't know if there'll be a video on Saturday, and then we'll just have to see from that, because I don't know what's going to be happening with working quite a bit. So I just have to see. But thanks all so much for watching. Take care, throw that you matter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to watch the videos below and remember to subscribe. Thank you.